Alright, so to the people of Ajiron community along Lekki Ekpe Expressway on the island of Lagos, and to well-meaning Nigerians that are following this case of Ahmed Akambi, who was arrested for allegedly unaliving Sheriff Salami and Prince Ademola Akinloye, I have an update. And you see what I've discovered about this case? This case is very, very deep. And I'm going to reveal some now. But before then, I noticed that... I came out a few days ago to say I was going to investigate the case. From nowhere, somebody went to start interviewing the wife of Prince Ademola Akinloye, where she said, let me read the caption. Late Prince Ademola Akinloye's widow alleges move to frustrate investigation into her husband's unalive, right? They were referring to me. So they interviewed her, they interviewed the king, they interviewed a lot of people. Now, to the wife, I'll tell you for free that what I have now is what will even give your husband justice. This is when the investigation has started, right? I'm going to post it. It's actually very, very shocking to me, but let's start, right? So, the prince. Let's start with Sheriff. Sheriff Salami died on the 18th of April, 2023. 2 suspects have been arrested. They arrested 2 suspects, right? Now, Prince Ademola Akinloye, he died on the 26th of August, 2024. Until now, they have not been able to arrest any suspect because there's no suspect. Because of the way the thing happened, when the people that unalived him, they ran away. So there was no suspect to be arrested, right? But guess what? My fellow Nigerians and the people of Ajiron, I have a suspect for you. I have a suspect, and after this video, I'll be writing a petition straight to the Inspector General of Police using our NGO as a letterhead so that the investigation will start on my suspect. And I have a reason to believe that my suspect cannot be entirely innocent of all of this. He, particularly, I believe he knows something about this whole thing that happened to Prince Ademola Akinloye. Now, who is Prince Ademola Akinloye? He's the CEO of Akin Seteru Farms along Lekki Ekpe Expressway. So he had a farm. If you remember, I said Prince Ademola Akinloye was a peaceful man, right? He didn't have a problem with anybody in the community. And he was loved by the king. The king, who is his father, put him in charge of a lot of properties, right? So Prince Ademola Akinloye is very loved. He has his influence and the king trusts him. So he has a very big farm along Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Is the CEO of the farm called Akin Seteru Farm. Now, on the day that he was unalive, on the 26th of August 2024, according to my investigation, on that said day, he went to his farm in the morning. Now, when he got to his farm in the morning, he started asking about the animals because it's a big farm. I'll show you the farm. I'll show you what is going on, right? So he started asking, oh, how is this animal? How is this animal? You people need to do this. It's a big farm. He called his staff, then he told a particular guy called Monday, one of his staff. He said, Monday, go and buy me food. I am very, very hungry. That's money. So he gave Monday money. Monday left to go and buy food. Then he started receiving calls. He received a call from his older brother called Babajide Akinloye, right? Babajide Akinloye called him and said, they need his presence in the palace now. He said, okay, there's no problem, right? Now, after he ended the call, waiting for Monday to bring the food, Babajide kept on calling him, right? That was when he now even said it out loud that his older brother is calling him. He thinks it's an emergency, that he needs to be in the palace. So, Prince Ademola Akinloye did not even wait for Monday to bring the food, right? That was that Prince Ademola Akinloye entered his car and started driving home. Now, on his way home, that was when a white Suzuki, a small Kurupe, now hit him from the back. When the Kurupe hit him from the back, he wanted to be sure what was going on. Like, you hit my car. When they hit your car, you come down to check the damage, right? So he came down. Immediately he came down, poof! They shot him. And when they shot him, it didn't no enter. They rushed him, and that was how they unalived him. This was on the 26th of August, 2024, right? Now, somebody that is as influential as the prince, a royalty in quotes, right? They took his body to the first place to deposit. Those ones said no, they took it to another general hospital, and that was where they deposited the body. And you have to make a police report. So the police report was made, and before you can take the body, you need to go and ask the police. Now, this is what happened. That is very, very crazy, right? 2 days later, before the investigation started, this person was unalive on the 26th, right? Before carrying the body, doing body processing and all, if police are going to start investigation, they can't start immediately, especially with the kind of system that we have. Guess what happened? 2 days later, somebody came for that body. Guess who came for the body? The same person that called him on the phone to come to the palace. His older brother, Babajide Akinloye. Wait, you see where this is going to, right? Babajide Akinloye immediately went to go and swear an affidavit for waiver, right? Let me read it. You now know me with evidence. In the Magistrates Courts of Lagos State in Yaba Magistrates District holding at Yaba, affidavit for waiver of autopsy and release of corpse for burial of one Prince Ademola Akinloye M, age 45. I, Akinloye Aziz, male Mushin, Nigerian citizen residing at Ojumu Royal Palace, Ajiran, Etiosa Local Government Area, Lagos State, do hereby make an oath to state as follows. Let's read together. Number 1, that I am the above person. Number 2, that I am the elder brother to the deceased Prince Ademola Akinloye. Number 3, that the deceased Prince Ademola Akinloye was shot and stabbed to death by unknown armed men on the 26th of August 2024 at Chevron Drive via Bodilon Court Estate, Lekki, Lagos State. Number 4, that I am requesting for the release of the corpse for burial without performance of autopsy because it is against the Islamic rite, right? Number 5, that I have the consent and authority of my family to swear to this affidavit and ask for waiver of autopsy and release of corpse for burial. Number 6, that the police authority are not liable for any legal consequences because of the waiver of autopsy not performed on the corpse. Number 7, that the corpse is deposited at Lagos Island General Hospital Mortuary, Lagos State for preservation. Number 8, that this affidavit is required for record and official purpose and to enable the police to assist us in releasing the corpse of burial. Number 9, that I make the affidavit in good faith and in accordance of the provision of the oath law of Lagos State, Nigeria 2015. Sworn as the Magistrate Court Registry Yaba. Now look at the date. The date said 28. This was just 2 days after the prince was unalive. Investigation have not really started. Now, for somebody that was unalive like this, where some people can't shoot, they no stop there, they can't go cut down. A deep investigation is needed to be done in a case like this where there is no suspect. Autopsy needed to be done. It is a must. But the same person that called and told the prince to rush to the palace, to the point that the Prince Ademola Akinloye, could not even eat. The food he sent Monday to buy, he did not eat it. He came out, a white Korope bus without plate number, hit him from the back. He came down, boom, boom, they shot him. Right? This is the same person that quickly went to the police station to go and collect the body, right? But he didn't stop there. He didn't stop there. Do you know the next thing he did? 7 days later, you remember this person was unalive on the 26th. On the 28th, the older brother, before investigation even started, he quickly went to go and take the body and put it on Islamic rites. We're talking about a prince, right? But this is another thing that he did that was very, very suspicious. He went to the police station. This is the part. Bond to produce exhibits in police station custody. So this is a bond. He went to go and tell the police that the police should give him the prince's phone. The deceased, his younger brother, Prince Ademola Akinloye. The older brother, Jide, went to the police station and said, give me his phone. Give me his phone. This was before, remember he has collected the body. Investigation never even dey mature. He had quickly gone to go and collect the phone. Meanwhile, this particular phone would have revealed a lot of things. a lot of things, right? A lot. From this phone, they will be able to know if somebody was threatening him, if somebody had been threatening him, the kind of calls he has been receiving, the phone numbers that have been calling him, if he has been chatting with anybody on WhatsApp, if he has been making anything, if somebody has been blackmailing him, everything. This phone, a forensic analysis on this phone would have revealed some of the things that would have answered the question of who buy this guy. The older brother went to go and sign that they must give him the phone. And that was how they released the phone to him. So this is the bond, right? I, Akinloye Azeez Babajide of Ojomu Palace, Ajiro, I am the owner of the undermentioned exhibit and promise to produce the said exhibit at the time of the police on court. Leave that. Now, this is the kind of phone that I collected. One Samsung S23 on the 2nd of September 2024. Remember, this guy was unalive on the 26th. The older brother went to go and collect the body of him before autopsy was done. He collected his body 2 days later. Then 7 days later, because if you calculate on the 26th, right? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st, 1st, 2nd. So he went to go and collect it the following month on the 2nd. He quickly rushed to go and collect it. So he signed and he collected it, right? Now, it did not just stop there. Now, this is the craziest part about everything, right? This is where it gets more crazy. If you remember, I told you that the deceased, Prince Ademola Akinloye, is the CEO of a farm, right? I told you own the farm. Let's quickly look at the farm, right? This is where it gets crazy. So this is inside his farm. They do a lot of production. As you can see, this is fish. You know, this is their production line. This is inside the farm. This is outside the farm. This is the fence of the farm. As you can see, this is the Easter package. Buy fresh live chicken, live turkey. This is Easter package. This is inside the farm. You know, this is the pond inside the farm. They have a very big pond in the farm. As a matter of fact, this is the truck that they used to do their deliveries. This is a big fish that was caught in the pond of the farm. So this particular farm was very, very operational, right? Do you know what happened to the farm less than 3 months later after this guy died? Do you know what? This is the farm today. The farm have been used for a real estate. Less than 3 months after Prince Ademola Akinloye was unalive, his farm. This is the construction company. I'm going to try to blur their name out, but this is the construction company. This is when they were building. You know, see the inside. Look at everything. Now, the craziest part again. It is said that he highlighted that's one of the reasons why they were calling him, that is the prince, was because of land, farmland. Right? You see where this thing they go now. So the guy, immediately, his farm, they scattered the farm and sold the farm. Less than 3 months. Actually, it's even less than 2 months. They gave the farm to a construction company. Now, let me also mention something to you guys. The younger brother of Ademola Akinloye, or Prince Ademola Akinloye, in his statement, he said that when the brother was unalive and they drove his car back home, right? When they took his car back home, that they saw a gun in his car, right? And when they saw the gun, they quickly collected the gun from him and they took the gun to the king. You see, there were a lot of information that is missing in their investigation. So they did not even investigate Babajide, which Babajide is now my suspect in the unalive, the death of Ademola Akinloye. His older brother, Babajide, is now my own suspect in this case. Babajide Akinloye is my suspect in this case. You called your brother. You hastened him up. You were calling him and calling him and calling him on that said day. Number two, when he came out, he was rushing to the palace because of the pressure you gave him on the phone. He was rushing to the palace. A white Korobe Suzuki without a plate number hit him. He came down, they shot him. They shot him, they called Nakam with Koti. They caught him. After that, his body was deposited. The police are supposed to start an investigation because of the influence and because he's a royalty. You stopped them from doing an investigation. Not just that. You collected the body. After that, you now went to go and collect the phone. If you want to bury your brother, based on Islamic rights, you want to bury the phone. Why did you need that phone? Babajide Akinloye. Why did you need your brother's phone? What for? Why did you need your brother's phone? What for? Anybody that wants justice for his brother would not make this move that you made, especially with the phone. That phone would have revealed a lot of things, would have exposed whoever he had a problem with. You would have exposed whoever he had a problem with. But you took that phone from the police. Babajide Akinloye, you are my suspect. You are my suspect. I'm going to write a petition to the Inspector General of Police so that they will start an investigation on you. And if they don't start an investigation on you, it means that all of you know exactly what you are doing. It means that you people know what you are doing. And that being said, if you people are putting this thing on Ahmed Akambi, you must be able to link. But there's no link in all of these scenarios. Do you understand? That is why I say, now said not be even about Ahmed, it's about justice for Prince Ademola Akinloye. Now, let me round this all up before I write my petition to the Inspector General of Police so that they will investigate Babajide Akinloye. There's another guy. His name is Harun Akinloye. Harun Akinloye, you were seen on the farm of the prince on that said day in the morning. And Harun Akinloye, you are a loyalist to Babajide Akinloye. Everybody know you and him. You are loyal to Babajide Akinloye. What were you doing on the farm that same morning? They said you came there at 7 a.m. to come and look around. And then you looked around. Maybe you were trying to see when the Prince Ademola Akinloye was going to arrive. Maybe you were the one that called and said, oh, the prince around. They have not investigated you, have they? We'll write a petition against you as well, Harun. And I also heard that immediately after he was on the live, not so long, they gave you a 2-bedroom apartment in a house. They gave you a house in Mega Mount Estate on the island. You were married. You married around May, but you didn't have a house. You married about three months before he was on alive. Then after he was on alive, they gave you a place. And you are close to this said man. You see, you people are my suspects. So we are going to write a petition. And I would also like to say this to the Lagos State Police, especially, what's his name? CP Jimo. I don't know the kind of investigation you did that made you put Ahmed as a wanted person in this case. You didn't do your investigation properly. You didn't do an investigation. I don't know the kind of investigation the Nigerian police did on this case. But right now I'm saying justice for Prince Ademola Akinloye. Justice for him. His brother, Babajide Akinloye, is the main suspect in this case. Babajide Akinloye is the main suspect in this case. Why did he go and collect the phone? And as a matter of fact, they didn't want to release the phone to him, but the influence he has made them to release the phone. Right? So we are going to come to that. So, I'll be posting more about this case sooner. You know how to do more investigation on this. But for now, this is the face of the main suspect, right? If he thinks Very Dark Man, they talk anyhow, he can sue for Very Dark Man saying that he's the face. He should sue, but for now, we are writing a petition against him ASAP. So I ended the video and I forgot I didn't say this part, right? Now, with the way they were so quick to sell off that farmland, usually if person buy like that, you go wait, check if you feel run that business for him. Like that farmland, like that farm that Prince Ademola Akinloye had. They would have tried to put some people there to make sure they try to continue in his legacy. But the way they were so quick to sell the land to a real estate company, two things. It's almost as if that real estate company might have paid for that land even when Ademola Akinloye was still alive. Or maybe the real estate company had made an offer that Ademola Akinloye refused and somebody else knew about that offer. Then immediately the guy was put down. Boom! They sold. This case is deep. Who writes a petition against Babajide Akinloye, who is the brother of Prince Ademola?